All right, here I am with DEHF, Def, West Coast Falco, the best Falco main in the world for Brawl. He's really good in Melee too. Um, so Falco, why do I keep doing that? I keep calling people by their main. So Def, or Larry, are you enjoying yourself at this event?
I am. It's one of the funnest tournaments I've ever been to. Just playing all the Japanese and stuff. It's been really fun.
Speaking of the Japanese, what is your opinion on their skill level? Oh, by the way, despite as loud as they are, these mics are going straight into the camera, so our audio will not be overpowered by them. Speaking of the Japanese, how do you feel about the Japanese players? Like, are they living up to the hype?
I think they are. I think that they can place top 10 if they maybe don't choke and let the U.S. hype and screaming get to them.
Yeah, I noticed one of the players was playing Dark Peach, and it was really close, and people were like slamming on tables and stuff and distracting them, and looked like it was getting to them a little. How are you doing in the tournament so far, yourself, personally?
So far, I've 2-0'd everyone in my first pool, and I'm just waiting for my second pool right now. But yeah, so far I'm doing really good.
I don't remember, did you enter doubles?
Yeah, I did. We did really bad, me and Praxis.
What happened there?
I think it's just that Falco Peach is a limiting team. There's not much kill power there, so that was one of the biggest flaws that we had in teams. We couldn't kill.
As far as individually as players, were you both still doing really well? Was it literally just the team, or did you guys have any like fatal mistakes that might have contributed to it?
In a few of our matches, we kept suiciding and hitting each other a lot. Then, yeah, that also led to it, but for the most part, killing was the worst of the problems.
All right, so team chemistry wasn't all the way there. What region is Praxis from? Is he from the West Coast too, or?
Yeah, Praxis is from Washington Peach.
So do you guys have any practice as a team, or was this your first time teaming?
This is the first time we've played. He was taking a break from Smash for a bit, so he actually told me at the tournament that he was having trouble in a few matchups because he forgot from not playing. But so far he was doing really good in teams.
So what made you decide to team with him in the first place?
Well, we both didn't have partners, and we both wanted to enter teams, so said why not.
All right, that's cool. Anyone here that is surprising you or you didn't know about, and you're like, wow, this guy's really good and underrated?
I'd say Rain. He was a lot better than I thought he would be. He's really smart. He adapts really, really fast.
All the matches I've seen Rain play, he's played Meta Knight, but I thought he was a Falco main. Am I wrong on that, or what's the deal with that?
He's a Falco main, but he seconds Meta Knight like most Falco mains do.
Do you think he's playing Meta Knight out of like nervousness, like just not wanting to lose too early because he came all the way over here, or do you think he might be just decided to switch all of a sudden?
It might be that Meta Knight's an easier character not to mess up with, so he's kind of saving Falco until he has to use him in the main part of the tournament.
All right. Like I said before, I haven't seen him play Falco. Have you seen him play Falco yet?
Yeah, I've seen him play Falco and I've played his Falco. And his Falco is really different from the U.S. Falcos. He's really more patient, and he does a lot of stuff differently.
Was it very impressive?
Very impressive.
All right. I've been asking a few players what their favorite region was and who their favorite player to play from that region was.
Wait, what was the question again?
Like, what's your favorite region and who's your favorite person to practice with from that region?
My favorite region would have to be East Coast. And my favorite player is Malcolm. He's a really cool guy to hang out with and just to talk to.
And who do you play that you just can't stand playing?
I haven't actually played him yet, but Esam, just because he's a Pikachu main.
You haven't even played him yet, man. That must be really frustrating. Any matchups that you just don't like playing Falco against?
Pikachu. That's all. Really bad.
Any matchups that you just really enjoy playing against?
Olimar is one of my favorite matchups, I would say, just because that's one of the matchups I practice the most, and I have a lot of experience in it.
It's actually funny because I just interviewed Logic, and he just said out of everyone in this tourney, you were the one he didn't want to play. Wait, that's not a question, so I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, I've played him before, and he also knows that I play Rich Brown, so that might be a little intimidating for him.
Do you think if you play Logic, it will be a freebie or it will still be hard?
It would still be hard, but I'd say that I would most likely win just because I know the matchup better than him, and it's a matchup that's difficult for Olimar.
All right. Is there anything about Falco, just in general as a character, that's a difficulty when it comes to using the character?
I'd say getting his cancels correctly. Dacus, I've been messing up the Dacus a lot, and killing.
So you're saying just because he has a few technical things that are harder to pull off is one of the things that you find as difficulty?
Yeah, because there would be times where I would do something and like a short up double laser or something, and out of it I could get a guaranteed Dacus or something, and I kept messing it up, and because of that, the guy had the stock longer because of it.
All right, pardon the people screaming weird things. So would you say hands down that you're pretty much the best Falco main, or do you think Rain might come in and make people's perspectives change on that?
Actually, I think that if I am the best Falco main, it's not by a lot. There's SK92, Shugo, and Rain that are really, really good and near my level.
That's a good, humble answer. I like that. All right, is there anyone that from your region that you would like to talk about who you think's underrated from your region that he doesn't get a lot of press or in the limelight? Here's your chance to talk about him.
I'd say Fiction. He left the community. Yeah, he left the Brawl community, but he's still really, really good. And Fiction, come back to Brawl.
Yeah, we need people to come back. Anyone else that you just want to give a shout out to real quick before the interview ends?
Hi, Mom.
All right, man. Thanks for the interview. Have a good rest of the tournament.